Under the warm glow of a setting sun, Sarah sat on her porch, sipping tea and watching her grown children laughing in the garden. It was a rare family gathering, one that brought together years of stories, struggles, and love. As she listened to their banter, a profound sense of happiness washed over her, not the fleeting kind, but the deep, soul-soothing joy that comes from realizing her children had grown into remarkable individuals. It hadn't always been easy. Raising 3 kids as a single mother, Sarah often worried if she was doing enough. There were days when bills piled up and the fridge was nearly empty, but she always found a way to provide, not just food, but love, lessons, and values. She taught them kindness by example. When the neighbors were struggling, Sarah would bring over a warm meal. When someone spoke harshly, she responded with understanding. Her children watched, absorbed, and learned. There were also lessons in resilience. Sarah made it clear that failure wasn't the end, it was a step toward success. When her youngest, Emma, failed her first big exam, Sarah sat with her through tears, helping her prepare better for the next one. Emma grew up to be a determined young woman, unafraid of challenges. Her eldest, Liam, faced peer pressure but held on to the principles his mother had instilled in him. One day, he came home and said, "Mom, I stood up for a classmate who was being bullied." It felt right. Sarah's heart swelled with pride, knowing her son had chosen courage over comfort. And then there was Josh, her middle child, who always questioned the world. His curiosity led him to volunteer at a community shelter, teaching kids the value of education. "If I can help one kid find hope," he said, "it's worth it." Now, as Sarah looked at her children, Liam, a compassionate leader, Emma, a tenacious dreamer, and Josh, a selfless giver, she realized that all the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, and the tears had been worth it. Her happiness didn't come from their accomplishments or careers, but from who they had become, kind-hearted, resilient, and good people. They carried forward the values she had poured into them, spreading them to the world in their unique ways. As the laughter in the garden grew louder, Sarah felt her chest fill with a contentment words could never capture. In that moment, she knew, happiness is when you realize your children have turned out to be good people. And that was her greatest legacy. So friends, what do we learn here is that the parenting shapes the future, the values, kindness, and resilience parents instill in their children can have a profound impact on who they become. Remember, kindness is a ripple effect. Acts of compassion, no matter how small, leave lasting impressions and can inspire others to do the same. It's important to know that resilience is taught, not just inherited. Teaching children to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success helps them grow into confident and determined individuals. Now we know that happiness comes from character, not achievements. True joy comes from knowing your children are good, kind, and ethical people, not from their wealth, status, or accolades. It's important to understand that every sacrifice has a purpose. The struggles and sacrifices of parenthood may feel overwhelming, but they often lead to rewarding, meaningful outcomes. Last but not the least, the best legacy is a good heart. The greatest inheritance parents can give their children is the ability to make the world a better place through love and kindness. This story reminds us that happiness isn't found in wealth, titles, or fleeting successes. It's in the legacy of kindness, strength, and compassion you leave behind. Raise your children, mentor others, or simply lead by example, knowing that the goodness you nurture today will shape a brighter tomorrow. Strive to inspire, uplift, and guide, not just for yourself, but for the world that follows your footsteps. You have the power to make a lasting difference, glowing star. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with more motivational content that uplifts and empowers. Let's grow and achieve greatness together.